All right, listeners, buckle up because today we are diving deep into a matchup that's been fueling debates for ages. Sean Connery versus Pat Roach.
Oh, yeah.
In a straight-up fight, who you got?
It's a classic.
Right. And, you guys sent in some awesome material on this, so we're going to break it all down. We'll look at their backgrounds, their fighting styles, everything. Now, just to make sure we're all on the same page, Connery, our favorite, 007, suave, sophisticated, deadly. And then you have Roach. He was basically the king of intimidating villains, that massive Sherpa in Raiders, the brutal mechanic in Temple of Doom. Always the tough guy.
Always.
So the big question is, could Connery, with his speed, his wit, could he actually take down the mountain that is Pat Roach?
Well, the sources we have actually give us a pretty clear answer right from the start.
Really?
Roach would likely win.
Oh, wow. So no big surprise there, but still worth exploring, right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so let's break this down. What makes Roach such a powerhouse? I mean, obviously the guy was huge.
Right off the bat, you gotta acknowledge the size difference. Roach was 6'5", over 250 pounds.
That's a lot of man to handle.
It is. But it's not just about size. Roach was a pro wrestler for years.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You don't last in that world without serious strength, top-notch grappling skills, and a pain tolerance that's off the charts.
So you're telling me even James Bond's charm wouldn't work on him?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, but Connery wasn't just a pretty face either, right? He had some training that could give him an edge.
Absolutely. For those Bond roles, Connery trained in hand-to-hand combat. Judo throws knife disarms.
So he's got some moves.
Oh yeah. Plus, he was known for being quick on his feet. You combine that agility with his martial arts background, he might be able to outmaneuver Roach.
At least at the start of the fight.
Exactly.
But if Roach gets a hold of him,
If he gets you in a grapple,
game over.
it'd be very, very difficult to escape. Those wrestling holds are brutal. They're meant to control you, to subdue you.
Like that bone-crushing bear hug he gives Indy in Temple of Doom. Okay, yeah, no thank you.
I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that.
So we've talked about size, we've talked about skills, but what about mental toughness? Does that factor into this at all?
Oh, absolutely. Mental fortitude plays a huge role in any fight. And both of these actors were known for their powerful screen presence. Connery, the epitome of cool under pressure.
Right. Always in control.
Exactly. That kind of mental toughness could definitely give him an advantage.
So he wouldn't be easily intimidated by Roach's size.
Right. But, on the other hand, Roach played some seriously intimidating characters. Larger than life, menacing.
And that could have a psychological impact on an opponent?
It could. It's hard to say how much that would translate to a real fight, but it's definitely a factor worth considering.
And we've been talking about this as if it's in some neutral arena. Would the location of the fight matter?
Oh, the environment would make a huge difference. Absolutely.
How so?
Well, think about it. A cramped space. That would favor Roach. He could use his size to trap Connery.
Yeah, no room to maneuver.
Exactly. But in a wide open area, Connery would have more space to use his speed and agility. He might even be able to use the environment to his advantage.
So many variables to think about. Okay, but getting back to those sources, they all seem to agree that Roach would win in a prolonged fight. What's the main reason for that?
It boils down to this. Connery might have some early advantages. The speed, the technique. But Roach's strength, his wrestling background, and of course his sheer size. They would eventually wear Connery down.
Kind of a classic David versus Goliath story.
It is.
But Goliath has the upper hand here.
It seems so.
All right, so the takeaway here. Size and experience matter a lot.
They do.
But I really appreciate you bringing up those other factors. The mental game, the environment.
It all plays a part.
It really shows you that a fight can change depending on the circumstances.
For sure.
It's not just about who throws the first punch.
Right.
So if you had to pick one thing, what do you think would be the most unpredictable element in this fight? Something that could really swing things one way or the other.
That's a tough one. But I'd have to say, I think the most unpredictable factor would be, well, that's something for you guys to think about. I don't want to spoil all the fun.
Right, fair enough. We'll leave that one open-ended. Well, everyone, hopefully this deep dive has given you some new insights.
Yeah.
And hey, maybe it'll help settle some friendly arguments. Until next time, happy debating. And remember, size does matter.
It usually does.
See ya.
See ya.